Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers as they match up with Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, LEVI'S Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside LEVI'S Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. With you from the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. CDR matchup here. A couple of teams last year that were really pretty similar. Both under 500, both missed the playoffs, and they both think that they can turn things around in 2019.
Yeah, how about 2018, though? A case of the haves and the have-nots. In 16-game seasons in the NFL, for the first time last year, no one finished 8-8. Now, you know that in baseball, basketball, other sports, turnarounds can take 3, 4, 5 years. In football, could just be a few months.
Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from LEVI'S Stadium. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Panthers set to go. They, of course, have number 1 as their starting quarterback, Cam Newton. He is number 1 in franchise history in just about every passing category. MVP back in 2015 as well, and trying to get the Panthers back into the playoffs after a 7-9 finish a year ago. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And what a workhorse is Christian McCaffrey, the running back for the Carolina Panthers, who led his team in rushing and receiving yardage in 2018 and was also the team's leading scorer. How about this? Set an NFL record for catches for a running back with 107. So for an encore, he just wants to get his team back to the playoffs in 2019.
They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Trent Taylor. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jimmy Garoppolo taking out the San Francisco 49ers onto the field, and he's got to be playing with a lot of confidence right now. This crew at 5-0, and if you remember back to his 5 starts in 2017, he won all 5 of those at the end of the year, Charles. And by the way, good stat from our main man, Ed Brady, 49er quarterbacks to win their first 5 starts of a season since 1950, Joe Montana, Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's big-time company that Jimmy Garoppolo is joining. When you're talking about the best quarterback in 49ers history, as most would say, that's big time. 13-2 lifetime as a starting quarterback in San Francisco, and this year has his team in first place in the NFC West.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Line 54. And watch that. And watch the ball.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, that's a combination that 49er fans are happy to see, Garoppolo to McKinnon, and they want to see a lot of it. They didn't get to witness it at all last year. Remember, McKinnon got injured before the season began. But you think back to his final year in Minnesota in 2017, had almost 1,000 yards of total offense, a lot of those on the receiving end of things. He is definitely a weapon out of the backfield like we just saw. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Three buck.
Garoppolo now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Just the first quarter, the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
54. Line 54. Heavy on the edge.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo looking for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the left hash, this from 30. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed a few inches. I mean, it worked. I'm just surprised they didn't just line up and go for it and try to pound it ahead for a yard.
I'm with you. The only thing that comes to mind is that they really valued the element of surprise. And doing it from a fake field goal spot, that lends to the surprise of the occasion, I would say.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he finds his tight end, Salek. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Let's put that team on the front.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Right there, 56. Bring it.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco takes back over possession of the football. That 5-0 start that we discussed, Charles. First time that they've been 5-0 since 1990. And remember, this is a team that in 2018 won 4 games, so they've already surpassed that.
And this is what happens in the NFL. Things change, and they change in a hurry. And they had been compiling talent. Now it's stayed healthy, and they're playing really well, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And a lot of people are like, well, the Rams, how are you going to do against them in their defensive front, especially with both tackles not playing? They did quite well. This team has a lot of confidence now, and they will be a factor the rest of the season.
You look ahead, they will go to Washington and then home for a couple against Carolina and Arizona as they try to remain undefeated.
Yeah, they could get to November undefeated and really be the story of this NFL season.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Panthers offense set to get the football back. And this is a team in Carolina able to make the long flight home from London a happy one. They got the win in the second NFL game played at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. But what do we make of the Panthers? We talked about Kyle Allen. Allen and the Panthers, are they for real?
I think that they are, and I know people look at their schedule and say, okay, the 4-game win streak. Arizona, okay, I get that one. Houston, though, is leading the AFC South and just went to Kansas City and won. Jacksonville, tough on defense. Hard to move the ball against them. And Tampa, you remember, whacked Carolina in week 2. So what a great bounce back for this Carolina team. They get an open week in week 7. Then they go to San Francisco. What a big game that will be coming up.
Then after that, home for the Titans before shipping back out to Green Bay. So the schedule going to get stiff. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 21 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. Let's go. He's coming. Double up, double up.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 54! Here we go, here we go.
2nd down, McKinnon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Oh, yeah!
On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep for the Panthers, DJ Moore. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. He finds Taylor, complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal from inside the 5. Garoppolo again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 24. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Set, 180, check, right 54, right 54. Pretty quiet, team, pretty quiet.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton steps away. He's got the first down inside the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
50%. 180. 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Slam. Slam. Slam.
Now Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game December against Denver, he had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go. 180! 54, Mike, 54. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to look deep down the field, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Set. Look at him. Right there. 54 Mike. All day.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
56. Come on, D.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Newton. He may try and run for this. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returning it is Moore. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Set. 180. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
Here we go. Yeah, 180. Right there. 56. Hey, me and you all day. What is it?
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready. March 56. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now Graham Gano to try the Panther field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, but it'll be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Here we go. 180! Check back.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. But anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo able to push his way through to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
6 yards to go.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Garoppolo now. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Panthers will get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Ready? Ready? Check 56. We own it. We own it.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
56. 56, right there, 56.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Automatic 1st down.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here we go. 180. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.